Hi cuties. So today I wanted to give you guys a quick little review of a game that I have been excited about for quite some time now, and it's a little game called Rue Valley. A game that gives off strong Disco Elysium vibes, which just so happens to be one of my favorite video games of all time, a fantastic RPG with plenty of ways to go about handling problems with some of the best writing I've ever witnessed in a video game as well. So when I originally saw that Rue Valley set out to replicate some of that with its own comic book charm and Twin Peaks time loop energy, I knew eventually I had to play it. So yes, I bought this video game day one, minute one, and I have finally wrapped it up after picking away at it the last few days, and I have many thoughts to share with you guys about it if you'd give me the floor. But to start, you play as a man named Eugene that realizes he is stuck in a time loop that starts in a motel at 8 p.m. and ends at the same time no matter what, 8:47 p.m. He's there for therapy, and he's a man that struggles with mental health, and that plays super deeply into the character building here. So time only passes or moves when dialogue pops up or when you complete an action, so each loop doesn't actually last 47 minutes, just FYI. But yeah, I mean, what a fantastic premise that is right there. A little Alan Wakey, Outer Wilds time loop action with similar gameplay systems of Disco Elysium all the way down to the character picture and stats being in the bottom right. But that's where some of the issues start to show right there. But we'll come back to that in a second, okay? The gameplay loop is exactly what you would expect from a Disco Elysium-like. You walk around, talk to people, and try to figure out what exactly happened and how you can try to break the loop. You interact with objects, talk to people, and sometimes there will be specific dialogue depending on what character traits you have. When you start the game, you get to assign all these mental health points to your character, determining if he's going to be a hothead or perhaps introverted to a fault, making you all paranoid and shy, you know? You have to assign points and give your character these flaws, which I find to be really cool. I mean, I love an RPG where you can't just be like the perfect superhero with no flaws. But the problem with it here is it doesn't do anything. I mean, I'm serious. In the beginning of this game is when you will see the most amount of quote-unquote dialogue checks pertaining to whatever build you have, but the results always end up the same no matter what. I've tested this myself where there would be a decision, I quick saved, and then I did both dialogue options and the same thing happened. I mean, you can't burn bridges with characters based on your actions. The same thing will happen no matter what. There are options sometimes where it'll be like, let me do a reckless thing, and then you succeed in the reckless check, and Eugene will just monologue to himself and be like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't be reckless. It's like, well, that's not what reckless means. Why is this even an option then? Sorry, I don't want to get worked up right off the rip, but yeah, I ultimately found myself to be pretty disappointed with this game, to be honest with y'all. It does a lot of great stuff, don't get me wrong. I mean, the setting, coupled with the soundtrack and the premise, they're all great things.